Daytime baseball here on MLB Network. Ought to be a good one here between the Detroit Tigers and the Minnesota Twins. Two great hitters lead their teams to battle next on MLB Network. Jose Barrios is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for Minnesota. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, it's hard to have all 4 of your pitches on, but I think if this guy can have 2 or 3 of his 4 pitches and have command of them, he's going to have a really good game.
At the plate, Leonis Martin. And we are ready for some daytime baseball.
For Detroit, center fielder, Leonis Martin.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway. The 1-0. And now this misses as well as he's behind the leadoff man this afternoon. 2-0 now. Soft liner towards center, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So here in the first inning, the leadoff man's aboard to kick things off.
I appreciate the moxie right there, but 3 fastballs at this level usually turns into a knock.
First things first, here's a throw over, and the runner back in standing. Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias. Fouled away. The 0-1 on its way. And a neck-high fastball that time. Time for a look at the umpires working this one. Behind the plate is Darryl Parker.
Hey, not a very big strike zone, but a strike zone that kind of moves around a little bit too much for my liking.
Yeah, Dan, I know there's not a clear scouting report with Darryl. I'll tell you what, you're going to know in the first 2 innings where he's going to be.
Leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done. With that, let's get you a look at the starting 9 for the Tigers. Dero, daytime road game for him. What you got?
Well, Matt, this goes for both lineups. They know they're dealing with a tough test in a pitcher's park, but they can't let that bother them too bad, or they'll walk out of here a 3-4 game set 0 for 12, 0 for 15. They have to find a way to stay within themselves. Line drive approach. One will carry out of here if they get it.
Next for the Tigers, Miguel Cabrera. First chance for him here with a runner at first and 1 gone. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Good breaking ball that time in for a strike.
Okay, I see where this guy's going, right? He wants to pitch backwards, a little 0-0 curveball. Don't be shocked if this hitter's sitting all over that same pitch right here.
A ball and a strike to Miguel Cabrera. Curveball bounces, and this one gets away. And that'll move the runner up to second as it takes away the double play possibility.
And I think that's the case of the pitcher being a little too preoccupied with the speed at first. He lost focus on making the pitch and throws an absolute scud. The irony, of course, is the runner's now on second, and he didn't even have to steal.
Set to deliver on 2-1. Popped him up. Mauer ranging into the outfield. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Batting fourth, the right fielder, number 9, Nick Castellanos.
Nick Castellanos now. Lifetime against Jose Barrios. He's got a 3-for-7 line. First offering on its way. Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner. But this will be foul. Count is even, 1-1 to Nicholas Castellanos. The 1-1. Fly ball out toward left center field. Buxton giving chase. He can't get there as it falls in. The run is in to score, and they take an early 1-0 lead.
Boy, talking about coming up with a big knock. After that pop-up, it looked like the inning was potentially over. Big 2-out base hit to drive in a run.
Yeah, you watch your teammate in front of you miss his pitch. He got a nice pitch to hit right there and pops it up. You could tell he was dejected as he went back to the dugout. All you're trying to do is be a great teammate. Sean Casey always used to say to me, hey, D-Row, mix in a good teammate one time. That's exactly what this guy did.
Trying to keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. Curveball close, but it's 1-1. Two balls and a strike to the Tigers' first baseman. Castellanos, the runner at first with 2 gone. Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Full count with 2 outs now, so if he could put the ball in the gap somewhere, he could have a good shot of driving in a run because the runner at first will be in motion.
Now the payoff pitch home. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Rosario is there, and that ends the inning. Tigers get 1 here on 2 hits in the inning. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. Detroit is out in front 1-0. Michael Fulmer, a right-hander from the Sooner State, gets the starting assignment here. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, thanks, Matt. On the bump, Michael Fulmer. Boy, what really turned his career around, learning the straight changeup. Always had a big arm when he came up in the Mets farm system, but since he arrived in the big leagues, more than that big arm, the fastball 95 to 97 miles an hour. Straight changeup, one of the best in baseball. Also has a curveball to go along with it. If he brings the changeup and the good one with him, he will be really tough to hit.
Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. A ball and a strike. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. Missed with a slider.
back-to-back sliders away. Now I think you have to think about running something hard in. Not a good idea to throw a good hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row.
Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. Look out. That's in very tight, and it's ball 4.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
So here's Joe Mauer coming into this one against Michael Fulmer. He's gone 3 for 8. Now a throw over, and he'll get back in safely. From the stretch. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. Mauer has a history in coming through in the clutch moments, of course. It's always a little bit of a debate whether or not being clutch is actually a trait that a player possesses. But with him, there's no denying it. We've seen him deliver in big moments repeatedly throughout his career. It just seems he elevates his game somehow when the pressure is on.
Yeah, Matty, he has definitely put that debate to rest. He has absolute ice water in his veins.
0-2 to Joe Mauer.
I guess he's really trying to measure that fastball in his first at-bat, but you really never want to put yourself in an 0-2 count if you could do anything about it.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
Ready with another 0-2. Swing and a little tapper that rolls foul, so a good job to fight it off and stay alive.
Great job of running that fastball in on his hands right there with 2 strikes. Even though the batter's able to foul that one off, he's set up for almost anything in this pitcher's arsenal.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses. 1-2.
This kind of hitter right here, we call this guy a grinder. What are grinders? They just kind of foul off some good pitches. They lay off the pitches just off the plate. This is every pitcher's nightmare, a guy that's up there with a plan and not just up there swinging at anything that you throw towards home plate.
And the fastball easy to lay off that time. 2-2.
These last 2 guys are making him work quite a bit out there. Both have been long at bats, and all in all, he's had to make 13 throws just to them so far.
From the stretch. Lifted down the line in left. Mata is after it. He's there and records the first out. A chance now from Target Field to take a look at the Twins lineup in this one. Mark, daytime baseball at home. What do we need to know about these guys?
Yeah, Matty, a lot of professional at-bats up and down this lineup. I know they're behind right now, but it only takes one guy to set the tone and get the boys going.
In now, Miguel Sano. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch on its way. And a strike called at the knees. 0-1.
He's going.
Runner goes for second. Line to the right side. But the catch is made on the line out there. Will they have a shot at doubling him off first?
Batting fourth, left fielder, Eddie Rosario.
Now the number 4 Minnesota hitter, Eddie Rosario, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A ball and no strikes. Here it comes, 1-0. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. One and one, here it is. The 1-2. A swinging bunt to the mound. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So no runs, no base hits, no errors, and a runner left. On now to the top half of inning number 2. It's the Tigers 1 and the Twins nothing. So digging in now, James McCann, lifetime against Jose Barrios. He's an impressive 5 for 8. He's also hit a couple of home runs against him. Now here it comes. Oh, and he gets the inning started with a bang as this is hit high and deep to left field. And it's gone as they add still another. A solo shot here to left, and it's given Detroit a 2-0 lead.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here, is not the end of the world.
The next batter, Jeimer Candelario. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now.
Oh, man, he just tied him up in knots right there.
And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
I like that they went away with that pitch right there. They really tried to tie him up on that previous pitch, so he was probably what we call inside conscious. He didn't get a strike there, but I'm guessing he was looking for another ball in.
Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
Okay, here's how the Twins are lining up defensively. And the guy who brought home gold last year resides at second base in this one today. The ability to pivot with anybody in the game, turn in double plays, hand over fist, the ability to have range both right and left, and makes all the routine plays.
Next up for Detroit, Mikey Matsu. First pitch coming. Here it is. A changeup that catches the corner for strike 1. A fastball down near the shoe tops. The 1-1. High in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. And a full count, 3-2 for Mikey Matu.
Well, that two-seam fastball ran a little too much off the plate, but now that sets him up to work with something away and maybe even an off-speed pitch.
3-2 pitch. Hit hard on the ground to first, and that gets through for a one-out base hit.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Dixon Machado digs in. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. Lifetime against Jose Barrios. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. Now a ball lined to the left side. Foul. Mata, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Looped out towards short. Well, this is pulled in by the shortstop.
Now batting, the center fielder, Leonis Martin.
Ready for another chance. Leonis Martin. He singled to start the ball game and later came around to score the game's first run.
Hey, second time around, let's see if this guy goes up and looks for the fastball. He got a fastball on his first at bat and didn't miss it.
First delivery to him on the way. Up around the face.
Well, he's been laboring a bit through these first 2 innings of work. That's 37 pitches, and ideally he'd be closer to 27 instead.
Just the second inning, but already 37 pitches to this point. Here's a look over to first, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. The 1-0 delivery. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. The big curveball just misses apparently. Ball 2. The 2-1 home. It's in there for strike number 2.
You know, I think that curveball in the previous pitch had him thinking about getting another one because there's no reason he shouldn't have had a big rip at that fastball. That was right in every hitter's happy zone.
Throw over to first, and he's back in standing. Here now the 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
Now the 3-2 pitch. There's ball 4. And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit. Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias. 2's all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. He's set. Here it comes. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. One 1-0 count. Here it is. Not close. It's 2-0.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the harder plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
And he finds the black here with a curveball. 2-1.
That is a pro pitch right there. 2-0 curveball for a strike. You make those kind of pitches, you'll be around for a long time.
And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. The 2-2 is looked at for ball 3.
With the meat of the order due up next, you could probably expect to see something you can handle here with the full count as the 2-hole hitter.
2 men are on with 2 men out. And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on balls.
Well, it's obvious that earlier home run he gave up is still on his mind. He had him 3-2, but he didn't want to give him anything over the heart of the plate to hit, so we'll see if that walk comes back to hurt him.
The first baseman Miguel Cabrera stands in. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1.
Well, things are bad enough as it is right now. 1 run in, base is juiced, and now he's falling behind the count. You could bet the guy at the plate is thinking about making this a 5-run inning in a hurry.
And a good heater as he just watches this baby. A ball and a strike.
You know, if I'm the hitter right here, I'm like, okay, you want to come get some early in the count? I was about to wait you out, but now game on.
2 out, bases loaded. Sliced hard on the ground. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1 for the Tigers, and it comes on this solo home run. Last chance coming up here for the Twins, and it's now 2-0 Tigers. Now it will be the Minnesota DH, Logan Morrison. He'll start it out against Michael Fulmer to begin the inning.
Logan Morrison.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that one just missed outside. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Neck-high fastball that time.
Right there, it's a temptation pitch. Power hitters like this are looking for pitches that they can drive. So that may have been one where he was trying to get him to chase up above the zone a little bit.
Here now the 2-2. And he'll hang in here as he reaches to foul this one away. Here's another 2-2. Again, he sends it out of play. Another try at 2-2. And he'll stay alive here, but just barely as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. Fouled off. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Castellanos looks up, and it's gone. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. They cut the lead in half. It's 2-1 now.
You know, as a pitcher, there's nothing worse than getting taken deep, but it's something every pitcher has to deal with. Even the best pitchers give up home runs. You just have to refocus and go after the next hitter.
Here's Byron Buxton now.
Center fielder, Byron.
As he rips it on the ground to second. And that's through for a hit.
Ambush tactics right there, but he didn't try and do too much. He stayed in there and just drove it back up the middle.
Max Kepler.
Max Kepler the next to grab a bat. Coming into this one against Michael Fulmer, he's 1 for 5. Now a move over to first. Runners back. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Nowhere close with the fastball to begin the at-bat. It's ball 1. Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
And they pitch out here, but nothing's happening. Ball 2. Throw over to the bag. And he's safe.
You know, I think he tried to be even quicker with his pickoff throw over to first that time than the move he showed earlier. And when you do that, sometimes your feet and arm aren't in sync, and it causes you to throw it away just like that one.
Flying toward right center. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. Tying run is in to score from second. It's now a 2-2 ball game. Well, when you've got a guy with speed like that, he's going from second to home on a base hit just about every time. The top speed here on show track is about as fast as you'll ever see, and he ended up making that play not even close. Stepping in now, Jorge Polanco. And it's grounded just foul down the line. A winning run is at first base. The 0-1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. And that's in there. Base hit. And they keep rolling here. They're runners at the corners with still nobody out.
Batting ninth, catcher, Jason Castro.
So striding forward now, Jason Castro. And he has a great opportunity to win it here. Winning run at third base, nobody out. First pitch on its way. And that one right down Main Street. Back up the middle. And that is through into center field, a base hit. And the winning run will score as they walk off with a 3-2 victory.
Well, the way things unfolded, you kind of had a sense that this thing was going to end in dramatic fashion, and that's exactly what happened. A walk-off for the win? Wow.
And the Twins' efforts in our game this afternoon were spearheaded by the play of this man, Logan Morrison. Take a snapshot of that. He's our top player of the game.
You could probably make an argument for a couple of other guys too, but it seemed like he had the most to do with his guys getting the win here.
A one-run game this afternoon, 3-2 the final finish. The Twins took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Jose Barrios earns the victory on the mound. Michael Fulmer lasted only an inning in the losing effort. So that'll just about do it. For my partners Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching a presentation of MLB Network. So long, everybody.
The final line score for this afternoon.